Justin Gatlin is the latest in a long line of sprint sensations to emerge from the USA.
Gatlin got a good start. Look at this man coming through now. Gatlin. What a fantastic performance from Gatlin. It's all about Gatlin.
Ultimate goal is to be one of the best sprinters in history.
And what a fantastic performance from Gatlin. And look at the time.
Is the American leading the Jamaican at the moment?
He knows he is the world champion.
Justin Gatlin is the world champion here in London.
Hey, what's up, buddy? We back for another episode of Ready, Set, Go. We in the building. And I got my boy with me. You know what? I got another special guest with me, too. Before we introduce Rodney Green in the building, we also got to say we got Raes Take Edwards in the building as well, bro.
Oh, man.
Both of y'all, let's act a fool, man. What we doing? What we doing today?
Hey.
Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead and talk.
First of all, I appreciate y'all. I'm honored, okay? Because when I first started doing the show, I started seeing it, and I was like, ooh, they got good lighting. They got good cameras. They got good quality. They got some white folks over there. I need to be paid. First thing I said, ooh, they got the cuts and the clips. I've been watching y'all stuff forever. Then I said to myself, boy, look here, mama, the day that I get to be on that show right there is the day that I feel like appreciation. And what I mean with that is, I've been watching y'all shit forever, man. Why took y'all supposed to be on another damn show? Y'all know I like to talk track and field. Y'all could have been had me on here. Y'all could have been. I've been watching y'all stuff, and I'll be in the background when I be watching y'all, and I be like, ooh, this is what I would have said if I was on the show. Ooh, this is what I would have said if I was on their show. Ooh, this is what I would have said then. But now, finally, they let me on the show, people. I told mom and everybody, so I appreciate y'all. I respect what y'all doing more than y'all will ever understand. That's why I said I will be here on the time. I was here at 8 o'clock waiting on everybody else. So I appreciate y'all for allowing me to be here and talk track and field with y'all. And I'm gonna try and bring Ray and not Raes Take. And I think I can say both of y'all can understand what I mean with that, because both of y'all know me as the athlete. And a lot of people that don't know the athlete, they just know the crazy talking analyst. So I said today, you know what? I'm gonna try and be Ray with a splash of Raes Take.
All right, we take that. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. We like Ray too, man. We've been watching.
Yeah, where you drink at, Ray? You always have a drink.
You always have a drink on your dog.
Stop.
Come on, man.
Oh, okay.
I just left my show. Like, I moved my whole show over to make sure I be on y'all show. So I'm still feeling good from my show. I'm finna get some more ice. Watch this. I got a whole bartender. Take some ice. What
is your drink of choice? Everybody already know mine. Somebody already bought me a bottle of Crown. When I guess they sent me a bottle of Crown. So in my head, that's my drink of choice, you know. And the funny thing is Canadian. It's a Canadian cognac.
It's a Canadian drink, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. I didn't know that for a long time. I thought Crown was American.
What?
You thought Crown was like straight from the hood. Like you thought it was a whole bunch of us working in the factory.
I know. My dog always
Let that be
tell
a
me,
testament of how strong Crown is then. Crown Royal don't even have you thinking that it's Canadian. Have you thinking it's American.
It's better than Hennessy, though. Justin will tell you, I only try to drink Hennessy at home. Tennessee change black people and the people they don't want to be.
Listen, I'm on that hen dog today. So
but you see where he at? He home in his house.
Right now, I'm actually on because it's Memorial Day. So right now, I'm actually having what the hell am I drinking? What is this I've been drinking all day? Old fashions. I'm sorry, old fashions.
I had an old fashioned earlier.
Typically, I drink screwballs, but I tried this new mixture today. Because I like drink old fashioned. I'm a whiskey person, period. Like, I can't do the cognac because they do bring the Alabama out of me. I can't do that. I try and drink the stuff that keep it subtle. So scotches, you know, that's kind of my lane right now. I'm an old man. That's where I'm at.
What's in a screwball?
Screwball is straight peanut butter whiskey. I've been drinking that since. So real quick, real short. The very first podcast that I was invited on was here in Dallas back in 2021 for Tokyo. And they had this drink on there called Screwball. And I thought it was a mixture of it's a peanut butter whiskey. And I was like, yo, what is this? It's mixed with whatever. It's like, no, it's just the straight whiskey. So Screwball is a peanut butter whiskey. Shout out to Screwball because I was drinking so much on Raes Take, they actually retweeted my tweets. So that's what I've been drinking for the past 4 years, literally Screwball. So try it. My dad is old fashioned. He from Opelika, Alabama. He ain't never tried nothing. I got him to try screwball, and it was the first time my dad gave me a compliment in 42 years.
He said you got a nice liquor taste, huh?
Being that you just said it, man, you said what the day is. It's Memorial Day. We want to shout out to all our veterans all across the United States of America. Shout out to the veterans, man. We want to say Thank you. We know freedom ain't free. So
Absolutely.
We want to thank them.
That part.
Yeah. So now we're going to get into the track and field, man, Ray. We watch your show also, man. Shoot. We watch you, and I watch your back. At the track meet I raced you at. Your fault started, but I'm gonna let it go. That's my last time. That boy ran down on me. I'm gonna let it go.
I'm glad you brought it up though, because at some point in this show, I have a Justin Gatlin false start story.
I already know the way he coming with, dog.
I was there to play.
You know what?
They didn't see it the way I saw it.
Right. Go ahead and finish your story, dog. Let it unravel. Cause I know Ray gonna tell the whole story piece by piece.
Ray come back with this. We was at Georgia Tech, man. I drove all the way to Georgia Tech. I was primed and ready to go. I was training with Coach Dennis Mitchell. You know, I felt like I was ready to go at this time. You know, I was gonna win this meet. We had a young man come back. I've heard about him before because we call him Ray, but when you look at his name on the sheet, it doesn't say Ray. It says Marcel of Ray Edwards.
Right,
I don't know how to say it.
Monzavius, that right?
Yeah. I was like, who is this guy? But I remember everybody was like, hey, man, this dude, he's really good. He's just coming back. You have to watch him. He popped the blocks. You know what I mean? I said, man, I'm good, man. I'm a good starter. We going to be all right. He going to have to catch me down there on the end. Man, the man said, on your marks, said, I saw a whole body before that gun went by. I mean, this dude took a full 2 steps. They did not call it back. Finished the race. I ended up running something like 10:20. He ran like 9:98, 9:94 or something like that. And all I could hear is, I'm back. And in my head, I'm mad as hell. I was like, nigga, you jump. Or ninja, you jump. My bad. But that put him back in the game, man. I made Ray. I think you ended up making the world team after that.
I did.
He ended up making the world team, and we're here now. So I never met Ray after that, but yeah, I mean, it's good to see you now, man.
I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Like I was telling you, I remember that. But the one thing that I'll say that happened in that race, and I've caught flowers like that in other races. Coach Hop, shout out to Coach Hop. He used to always put it in our head. If you don't hear that second gun, run even faster.
Oh, man.
And I did that second gun at 10. I was like, oh, they didn't call it back. Y'all are in trouble. Goodbye.
Now you was gone. Now you even if you didn't catch the gun, I won't even lie. You probably would have still won. You probably would have ran like 10:08, 10:05, something like that. It still would have been fast. But I was just mad because in my head, I did
catch the gun. I did catch the flyer. But I did it, I'll be honest, my dad has only been to 2 of my track meets in my entire life. Not that he couldn't, like that, but you know how fathers are.
Yeah.
That was the second track meet my dad was at. So,
you had to take the W.
Hey man, Rodney, that's a happy ending, dog. Now you know the whole story. That's a happy ending.
Yeah, I gotta let that one slide, man.
My dad's in the stands. He drove all the way out there. So I was like, look, I'm finna show out in front of Pops.
So he understands like this. Yeah, he back, y'all. He back. That's my boy right there.
Yeah, hey, if you got a hood dad, he might have shouted out, man, that's my seed.
Listen, what?
Hood daddy's talking like that. That's my seed right there. He'd be like, what? You got seeds on the track. Man, Ray, we just had a really good weekend, man. We just had regionals from NCAAs and we had pre. We know on your show you talked a little bit about pre, but we're gonna start a little bit with regionals. And then as you see fit, you fit that Justin Gatlin story into wherever you see fit.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all before we get into that. I got a lot of Justin Gatlin stories, all right? They all are hilarious stories, okay? But I got a lot of Justin Gatlin stories. Trust me. Gat, my boy, he know it. That my boy. I can't even lie.
Is that on the track and off the track?
Oh, both. On and off
both.
the track.
It's both. So the audience don't know that me and Ray trained together. So I came up to Kansas. I was under Coach Hop for a little while. We trained together, man. So he got a lot of stories. I was fresh. I was fresh in Kansas, dog. And between him, your boy Eric, Mark, Ray, all them Ivory, all them boys. Shout out to all them dudes, man. Like it was an amazing time spending time with y'all, bro. Real talk.
We'll appreciate that. We'll appreciate that. And the one thing that we tried to make sure that we did the short time that he was there is that the people that was there that didn't know track and field, we made sure that they knew who he was. It wasn't no animosity. Like we would go places and I would literally go to the DJ and be like, hey man, you need to announce that this man is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like I would literally go do that. Be out in restaurants and like, no. You need to let people here know who is here. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that was a good time. Good times, man.
Good time, man. They show, especially Ray, bro, showed me a lot of love, man. Remember the workouts we used to do, boy? We used to do stadiums, but we didn't do stadiums in the football stadium. We did stadiums in the basketball stadium.
Yeah.
When I mean stadium, it was those retractable. Right, you know those retractable wooden benches that come out.
Every time you land, you're gonna hear some shit like, I think I'm about to break my damn leg.
Oh boy!
Like every time. But I don't want to take over. But I just did want to give Gatlin flowers about that too, because at that point in time when that man came up there, he was already an Olympic champion. You know what I'm saying? He was already Justin Gatlin world champion, and I know when he came, I took it as a blessing and started to utilize him to get information out of, to learn stuff out, train right at that point in time. But he never complained about anything that we had or didn't have. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was in the locker room, downstairs, Coach Hop playing, poker, no money, you know what I'm saying? He was in there. The bleachers that he talking about, we really was on those bleachers. The track that we was on was a regular track. So I just like, to admire that point in him, because he's never really been that type of person that, well, I'm just above y'all. It was like, he came, he was just like, hey man, shit, well, we can get the work in while I'm here. And that's what it is, So I just want to make sure while I'm here in his face on the show, like make sure everybody understand that, give him his flowers. Like that dude, even at the highest of his high, the lowest of his lows, he was still just a fucking cool dude. Can I say that word? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He was just a cool dude. So I appreciate him for that in them times in Kansas City. But go ahead. We talk about these regionals now. How I'm always right. Go ahead.
Shoot. Who would you like to see in a lineup in regionals? What top three? What's your top three in the women's 100? How you see it? How you see it finishing? Since we like your predictions, we want to hear your predictions on the top three finishes. Collegiate.
Listen, now here's what hurt me. It hurt me when Seals got hurt. All right.
Oh yeah.
It hurt me bad because I felt like Ross had her ready to. I truly felt like, shout out to his career, but I felt like Ross had her ready to go get that record. After what I seen in the beginning of the season, I was like, okay. And I trust Ross, you know what I'm saying? Because he's been there, they know what he's doing. So that one hurt me the most. All right. Now, Lyston. That's y'all know I'm half champ rock, So she looking good right now. But McKenzie Long, okay? Now, I have not really been advocate in Brianna, because I'm over 1v1 person. I want to see them two in the 100. I want to see them two in the 200. That's it. Point blank.
Listen, I hear
that's what you think it's gonna come down to.
I don't think it's gonna come down to them two. I gotta disagree with Ray. This girl from Oregon got a chip on her shoulder because nobody talking about her.
She do.
She got a chip.
Yeah,
she got attitude.
She is showing her whole ass because nobody talking about her. She's trying to. So I got her for the underdog. I got her to do the upset. She the dark horse right now.
What do you mean you say upset?
Like she gonna upset them too.
Upset how? Like upset them because they didn't run fast enough with her in the race, or
all right, man. Just
like upset.
Just go ahead and I'm gonna send you my address in the chat, and when she win, you just send me a bottle of Crown. I'm gonna put it in the address, and you just let me know.
Here we go now. Crown for Screwball. Crown for Screwball. What we doing?
Tell you, hey, Jadyn, Maze, don't let me down, girl.
That's a
telling
tough
you,
one, boy.
man.
You
I can
can't
see
even
her
go
being in that top 3. I don't count her as no toss-up, though. I can see her being in that top 3.
Bro, her
but
swagger on 1,000 trillion right now. Like, and
it
she
is.
know, like, y'all keep talking about these other girls. In my head, I ain't never seen her say that, but she got that look in her eyes like, yeah, keep talking about them. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna show you. She got that type of swag right there. Watch her run. She run into the camera. She point at the camera.
Yeah.
She hold it.
Yeah.
She looking right into it. She looking into her destiny, boy. That right there,
That's no
I can't
fear.
never go against people like that.
There's no fear right there.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
She coming.
I'm going to go with Justin. I don't think that she's afraid. I just think that when I'm looking at it from I say coaching eye, she looks good. But Brianna looks the best. Okay? Like, I'm not even sugarcoat it. She looks the best from a technical standpoint to me. McKenzie looks second best. Okay? Jadyn looks talented. That's the only reason why I'm like them two. Because I mean, we all 3 of us can talk about it. When we talk about regionals or anything like that, we still got to go through, rounds and through people. And at the finals ain't got nothing to do with your talent, your strength no more. Your talent got everything to do with can you hold your technique? And can you stay right here in your mental? Because we all tired. We all been through it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like in that particular moment of a finals, I'm going to trust Brianna Lyston first, if I just put it out there. I'm going to trust Coach Shaver first. That's just how I go. When I get through that, I go to who's the coach now? Well, I'm gonna go with Coach Shaver first. After that, I'm going to go with McKenzie only because you had Ole Miss, which means you're actually hungry. And you got a decent coach that was in the sport world at the same time, just like you was. When I come down to Jadyn, it's like, you got it. You got that it factor. But when we talk about that final championship, it's, again, I'm giving Miss Flowers. It's 2004 just in Gatlin, Athens. Who gonna hold their shit the best? They got them to do it. I just don't have her in that. I don't have her in that department yet.
Let me give you one more reason why, man. It's over there in Oregon. She on the home time. She got to show out. She gotta show out.
You know when you on home turf, you get an extra 10 plus points, dog.
You get that.
You know that. She gonna step inside that stadium and be like, "This my house."
You know
That's what
it.
she gonna say. This my house.
You can't lose. You can't lose at your house. That's like letting somebody come into your house and go into the master bedroom and tell you go to the guest room. Ray, you gonna let them come into your master bedroom? You ain't letting that happen. You ain't letting Diddy come in there.
Oh Lord!
I'm gonna bring Raes take out, boy. You sound all educated. I need Raes take on this.
Look at him. Boy, you ain't on the ESPN, man. Bring Raes take out here.
Bring him out,
boy. Behave. My people saying right now, behave now, okay? You going to the Depot house, the Depot show, behave, okay? Don't you take that country ways, take shit over. I said, I'll be all right. But I'm gonna keep trying to be.
Look, man. Listen, you're into the house, boy. Your shoes all might as well kick your feet up, dog.
I ain't gonna let it go till we get to the pro talk. But anyway,
spice up.
I give it to you. That home field advantage does play a major part. It do play a major part. I still don't think it's big enough to. I just don't.
The only reason why I say that about her is she been moving undercover. When you move undercover like that, it's easier to climb. You know what I mean? It's easier because you don't have the lights. The pressure ain't really on you. So it's going to be easy for her to take them down because, I mean, they know she's coming, but in their head, they probably battling each other. It's almost like when we relived that race at Worlds last year. You know, they couldn't see Sha'Carri on the outside. Shelly Ann and Sharika was battling each other. And the last 10 meters, they was like, oh, she over there. You see what I'm saying?
So you're agreeing with the shit I was saying on my show forever. Like she was in lane 9. Sharika couldn't see her.
I mean, Justin did the same thing.
That's a bad thing.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
That's but it's like, that's the truth. Like, no, I can't see all the way over there.
Yeah,
you know why? I agree?
focus.
Because I was in lane 8. when it was 2017.
Coleman and Bolt was battling.
Listen, the first thing Bolt said to me when he came over to me and congratulated me is like, dog, I couldn't even see you out there. So I let me know that anything that's out there and you on the inside, you ain't seeing it coming. So if you have a threat that's on the outside, you getting taken out, dog. Because you ain't gonna be able to see it. You getting it taken out every time.
It's like a silent assassin. You're not gonna be able to see it.
Yeah, your peripheral could only see, I think they had this scientist on what's it called? It could only see 2 lanes over. So if you're in lane 4, you could only see 5 and 6. And if you're in lane 4, you could only see 3 and 2. You can't see over there in lane. Your eyes don't go that wide unless you're
that speed. Yeah.
Unless you're an alligator running or something like that, boy, ain't no way.
Oh boy.
So that's since we on our show, that's Ready, Set, Go tape on 100. I like your take. I just we wanted to insert why. Now, men wise, on our men's 100 side, who you see going 1, 2, 3?
In the collegiate?
But shoot, let me break it down for you. I don't know if you noticed. In the East and the West, the coaches are Carl Lewis, Leroy Burrell. Yeah. In the East and the West, the 2 fastest times are the 2 Auburn boys and the 2 Houston boys. Yeah. So what coach you got defeating what coach? And Leroy Burrell, former world record holder. You know what I mean? How is this going to end? Is it going to end Auburn, U of H, or is somebody else going to sneak up in there and break that little quad up? What do you think?
Okay, I'm going to break it to you this way, okay? When it was Carl and Leroy running, it was Carl, Leroy.
Oh,
right?
Here we go.
I'm just saying.
This is facts. This is facts.
Carl and Leroy, okay? When it was a U of H coaching, right? It was Carl and Leroy, right? So it's the same thing that John Smith told me back in 2009 when I trained with Jadyn. You ain't going to get all the information because I'm the teacher. Yeah, Leroy is doing his thing, but Carl's still Carl. As in, Leroy, I kind of taught you a lot of what you know, so I'm not going to, what they always say, the master's not going to teach you everything at all. That's what they always say. You teach you enough. Carl, both of his boys, first of all, I'm going to show him, I can't say his last name. He know I can't. I've been on the phone with him. I'm a Sean Mark Waspley got a fan, okay? I can't say his last name, but I'm a huge Sean fan. I'm a huge fan of how Leroy has developed him even in his later years. You know, because Sean's 24 years old. I got to give it to Houston, no sleepers, because if Mouse had a sprinter, I'd say that's a sleeper. Okay, I always go to coaches. I mean, it's the same thing if you talk not NFL, sorry, collegiate football. Nick Saban versus any other coach. You gonna go to that coach. So I do the same thing in track and field. Carl, Leroy, I gotta go with Carl. That's Nick Saban versus anybody that Nick Saban had underneath him. And the way that Carl has shown that he's gonna have his boys ready, I gotta go with them. Now, a sleeper, now I gotta go with other coaches. I don't see another coach in the NCAA that has a 100-meter or 200-meter runner that is a qualified coach to say that my athlete will be good enough. I'm giving it to Carl.
I do. Mouse has one, and I might be biased because he's a Bahamian. Y.A. McCoy ran 1995.
Oh yeah, you might be biased. You is biased, boy. You is
Justin
biased.
Said might be biased. Boy,
you is biased on this one.
Yeah, Y.A. McCoy, 10:02, 1995. He could possibly have an upset. I mean, Mouse is known to get kids ready. I mean, look at what he did with the bullet.
He just did with PJ just last season.
And Fonville, when he did the double. Nobody thought he was going to win the double. It don't matter what he ran. He competed against guys that were formidable opponents when he did what he did. He won the 1 and the 2, and that's very hard to do at NCs. So if we're going to go to coaches, we got to go with Mouse.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, his athletes ain't never seen the numbers that Carl and Leroy athletes have seen.
But the story ain't finished yet.
The nines, you ain't never been there, so how do I even expect you to be here?
Well, let's look at it like this. I want to say it like this. McCoy does not have a target on his back. Those 4 other runners, the Auburn boys and the Houston boys, they got targets on their back. They about to shoot it out with each other. It's almost like the metaphor where we just talked about being in lane 9. You're gonna see McCoy, he gonna be out in lane 9. They gonna respect the fact that he is a contender, but I don't think any of those guys gonna think that McCoy can run away with it. So he has the opportunity to step up. The same thing I feel with PJ last year. We were so fixed on the Texas boys handling business, and then it didn't turn out the way it always turned out. You know what I mean? So I think that we looking at a possible upset, but if I had to pick, I'm gonna pick Leroy, man, because Leroy showed as a coach that he can go from one institute, which was at Houston, and he can rebuild a whole nother institute over at Auburn. So that shows me that he has the capabilities of coaching up.
I'm gonna ask you now. I'm gonna go Raes take it. I'm gonna cut you off. Is that great rebuilding or recruiting?
No,
I guess you can say recruiting is rebuilding, but
okay.
Come on, baby.
I mean, now the portal is a tool now, right? The portal is a tool. You know what I mean? People using that portal as a tool. You know, Mouse does it also. Even if we're going to say coach to coach, Mouse is a great coach, but he also utilizes the portal very, very heftily. You know what I'm saying? So we have to say portal is a tool, but we have to say Favor Ash, yes. When you look at Sean and you look at Favor, I put them in the same category. They both had the capabilities of winning NCs a few years back.
That's fair. That's fair.
They now it's time for either one of these boys to handle business. But now you got the entrance of Louis. Louis over there. Now he done beat Sean how many times?
Well,
I think 2 to 3 times.
3 times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now he has a little bit of homework to do at home before he steps out there national, thinking about he about to battle some Auburn guys. He got to handle business at home first to make sure he's still the top dog of where he at. I feel the same way with Favor Ash. Ash got a dude over there who's comparable running times that can be able to say, hey, I can rock with you. So I think it's going to be a lot of fighting amongst those 2 camps to the point where another athlete can be able to have the opportunity to sneak in, stay focused, and stay dialed in.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think you're wrong, but it's fair.
No, that's why it is.
That's why we call them each other takes, man. These are all opinions. We ain't gonna know if they're true or not until after NC.
Look here, all they take is one hamstring for everybody to be wrong.
Hamstring, quad, calf.
Hey, we all gonna be looking like, hell, who the hell is this?
Somebody from Coral Coast who ain't never talked about, who ran 10-2. And to get through, he like the last qualifier. You be like,
the last qualifying. Now it's
NCAA champion, dog.
Hey, but if you want to be real, you know, but nah, she ain't did it like that. So I ain't even gonna put that take out. Nah, I was wrong on that one. But anyway, moving on, man. Moving on. So we said the regionals with the men's, and what do you think about the state of track and field today, Ray? From our era to this era, what do you think is the difference? You know what I mean? Between the athletes when we were coming up and the athletes now.
That's a damn good question.
Because you coach too, and you got coach, and you could tell the mental difference, physical difference. What do you think is the big change?
I think the biggest change is evolution, period. And I mean that just with the kids or whatnot. Meaning, I don't think that track and field has evolved enough with the generation to stay relevant enough to even be popular in track and field itself. And what I mean by that is you take the NFL, the NBA, all these other leagues or whatever, they have grown with their athletes, meaning they've understood that this isn't the Deion Sanders age, this is the TikTok age, so we got to change some rules up. You know what I'm getting to. I think right now what we're dealing with is, because, you know, my daughter went through it and my athletes go through it too. We're dealing with rules and regulations and old-fashioned ways to where the new generation isn't really, they ain't feeling it, if you get what I'm saying. So I think a lot of that has to do with why they don't race. I think a lot of that has to do with why they don't, you know, perform and put as much into it as we did. Because when we did because we loved it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was nothing like I'm at every race. You know what I'm saying? I just think that track and field has actually failed a lot of today's athletes because it hasn't evolved enough for them. You know, and so the state of where we're at right now is, if I just be honest, compared to when we was running, it's not even entertaining to the outside eye as much as it should be. Because when we were running, it was extremely entertaining to the outside eye. Meaning, it did not matter. We was at the meeting spot in Georgia Tech. It was packed. They had barbecue going on, everything. You know, and then Justin can attest the same thing. Like, when we were running, people, not track fans, but people wanted to be at the track meets. Whatever country you went to, like, people, they didn't pass it up. I think now we've failed at that part to where we've kept it so secluded to where it's not being pushed out to where people can enjoy it. And that's what's affecting the actual athletes who are running right now. If you get what I'm saying, like, they're not being 100%. Benefited for the aspect of what they're doing because it's not being showcased enough. Meaning, when we were running, there was no TikTok, no Instagram, no nothing. But track and field was still being plastered everywhere. Now we're at the point to where you can plaster it everywhere and it's being plastered nowhere. So I think that's why the state of it is failing, because it's just not, it's not being showcased the way that it should be showcased from just the people that run track and field. If I just call it a spade.
No, 100%. I agree with you.
I agree with you on that one.
I believe that, I don't know why exactly is it so hard to see track and field. Like, if you try to look up the meet online, it's blocked. Or say it may be blocked in there. It's not easy to watch track and field, which will make a general person who wants to watch, you go click 3 clicks and you can't see it, you're going to be like, man, forget this, I'm going to go watch something else. But there's a reason for that, because if you're looking up NFL, you can go find it. You look up NBA, you go find it. Even rights or no rights, do you think it's held like that for a reason? Because there's a reason. They could open the floodgates, but there's a reason why I think that is closed. I don't know why, but I'm wondering if you know why, because you know a lot of the backdoor stuff, so I want to hear from you if you think that's done on purpose.
I say it like this right here. We'll take the Maurice Green when he put the fire extinguisher out, right?
Very entertaining.
Okay, I happen to be in that race. Okay, literally I was in the tent afterwards, and I'm getting a phone call, and this is when cell phones, went out, from somebody like, I just saw you on TV. You know what I'm saying? Because then you really didn't have a choice. You could not see it, because if you're sitting at home doing this right here, oh shit, it's track meet. Oh, subconsciously, I know somebody that run track. Oh, let me see if they in the meet. Oh shit, that is Ray Edwards. Oh, damn. You see what I'm saying? So it was accessible then because it was being forced on the people. It was like, no, you don't know if it's on because just turn TV. I think what has happened is now there's no money in it because all the money is in streaming. Okay. And then when you think about the Maurice Green putting the shoes out, okay, you think about the Justins in 2004 and then him trying to get in 2005. You think about the boats in New York. You think about all these races. People didn't really go looking for them. They just happened to land in their lap. And so we were entertained. All the way back to, if you go all the way back to Donovan and Mike, it was in your lap. So you had no choice but to look at it. And most people, we have this inner child that's a runner. Like, that's the thing that we all did as a kid. Like, no matter what, you go to the playground right now, you're going to find 2 kids ready to race each other. So it's just in us. And when it was forced upon us, it was more popular. You know what I'm saying? Now I think because it's a choice, it's like, in order for you to watch it, you got to pay for it. Well, I don't even know what it really is. People still don't know what track and field is. So since I don't even know what it really is, I don't want to pay for it. So now the people that's inside track and field, they don't want to pay for it because they know what it is. It's like, I'm not paying to watch us. We should pay to watch us for free. Mm-hmm. So you got this battle between what really is common sense versus no common sense. And it's like, now track and field is going to take the ball, because the things that the storylines you got from people like Kenny Comfort, these things should be known about the same way you had storylines when Justin was running, the same way you had storylines when Maurice was running. These should be storylines on an Olympic year. They're not storylines anywhere. Okay. And Noah, you got Noah. Noah is a forced storyline. So now you're forcing something on people that they probably don't even want to accept because it's like, okay, we see him, but we knew it was Justin Gatlin in 2004, the new up and coming versus Maurice Green, the old GOAT. Like, oh shit, we got to watch that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think what we're losing at now is that, like, we've taken out the regular man and put it just inside track and field. And that's where I feel like we have completely failed at, because now it's like a fraternity that we only want us to be a part of. And it can't do that. It can't do that. That's just my long-winded answer on where we at in the state of it. We're at the state of that. Like, we pushed out the regular man to keep it secluded, and it's not fun when it's secluded like that.
No, I agree with you 100%. I feel like we're not progressing forward. And I really want to say that I think a lot of it is our attention span.
Mhm.
You know, like, we have gone into the era of social media and we want everything instantaneous. And when you get everything instantaneous, that means that you have a short-term memory too. So we see something, we be like, oh, look at that. Oh, they won that race. All right, cool. We off of that now. Now, back in our day, you know how it was, Ray. You know how it was, Rod. Back in the day, you go a week, 2 weeks, almost a month talking about one race that just happened. Man, that thing was crazy, man. You remember when he saw him run that 9.7? That was crazy. Now, someone go out there run a fast time. You lucky if it's gonna stay on like your social media page for at least 4 days, because they're gonna be talking about the next race that's coming up, and they off of it. So I think that's why you can't get an audience to be able to buy in, because it goes so fast, for one, and then two, they lock the doors. So by them restricting people and making people pay for streaming to watch meets, you're not inviting people in who don't understand, like you said, about track and field. And then two, the people who are in track and field, boy, listen, track and field ain't making millions upon millions of dollars. At least it ain't going in the athlete's pocket. So the least you could do is be able to let the athletes have a code so we can watch our own people run for the free. You know what I'm saying? Or at least for a heavy discount or something, because this sport is drowning within itself. We're not doing anything to help ourselves or to say, hey, this is how we get back to our sport so we can grow it. People out on the outside, they cool with it because they don't understand it. But as soon as we change some things, I think it'd be a very popular sport and people would love it, because it's an era now that people would love it. It's men and women. It's empowering. It's fast. People fit. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a sexy ass sport. Why would you not want to watch it?
It could be packaged and sold a whole lot differently based on what you're saying. It could definitely be packaged and sold a whole lot differently. And I want to piggyback off what you said, because you said something that make a whole lot of sense. At this day and age, even right now, this race that just happened this past weekend in Prefontaine with Shakira now, it was the most anticipated race all season long. Once that list went out of who was running, it was the most anticipated race. So if it's the most anticipated race, why is it not treated the exact same as the most anticipated fight? Or the exact same as the most anticipated rugby match? It's not treated the same because of what you just said. Yeah? We're at an age now to where it's quick. It's over with. So guess what? Guess what we're gonna wait on? We're gonna wait on y'all to drop it on Twitter. So we're not gonna pay you to stream it. We're not gonna pay it because we don't want to watch the whole meet. Let's call it a spade. I now Raes state. Let's call it a spade. When the damn steeplechase come on, people leave. Okay. When the 5K come on, they leave. When the 100, 200 come on, they come back. So what you want me to do is you want me to pay to watch what I know is going to be up as soon as it's done. I'm not going to do that.
I mean, he's with your option, Justin, where you were like, they got to structure it different, not take those events away, but structure it in a way to where it would be more appealing to people who want to watch sprints and people who want to watch distance and people, and we can't leave the field events out to people who actually wants to watch the field also. But I must say we have a lot of athletes who've made their events a lot more appealing in the last coming years. Like I watched the mile. I was happy to watch the mile at Pre. That was very entertaining. I must say, I think Mo dragged me into the 800. I watched the 800 now. You know what I mean?
Come on.
Then long jump, man, Tara's just different, man. Anytime I see her, she's scary. Like, she looks very scary. But very talented, man. That girl jumped 7'16". 7'16". I couldn't jump 7'16" as a 40-year-old man right now. I'm trying to tell you, I lose.
A full approach and everything, dog. Fingers wiggling and everything.
I would lose. And for her to be so small in stature, man, but she's a very big personality, super talented, man. She is becoming the face of her event. Like, people are going to know. People know who she are in our world, but like globally, I think she's on her way to that. You know what I mean? She just got to lock this Olympic gold medal up. And then I feel like she's going to transcend that event. And then she probably will move on. Because from what I hear, she's a pretty solid sprinter too, man. She tried the 60 out a couple times.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, man. So yeah, she might dominate and then move on. But I know somebody listening to me who's a jumper. They're gonna be like, man, she ain't gonna dominate me. And that's what we need. You know what I mean? That's what we need. You know what I mean? So I think
I actually saw Tara up in a Lululemon out here in Dallas, Texas. Well, actually, I was in Frisco.
But that's a sponsor, right?
Yeah. I seen her up inside of a Lululemon. So shout out to Tara for that. Like, literally, shout out to Tara for that, because that's what we need more than anything. That's crossovers. Yeah. Because then, but now here's the bad part about it. You market the crossovers, but it's hell for the people inside the sport to see Tara jump. So what it doing to the people that's crossing over? They really lost. They don't know nothing about no flow track, no nothing. They don't know where to start. So they seen her in Lululemon, like, I'm gonna watch her, and can't find nowhere to watch her.
They probably want to do, and they're probably to big up what she does. They probably want to do more comparisons. Like, the average person who watches track and field don't know what 716 meters is. You know what I mean? They and that's what they say on TV. You got to be like, oh, she just jumped over 2 king-size mattresses. Like, you got to do something like that.
You have to connect them.
So people understand
them to whatever they can visualize.
Yeah, she jumped half of a school bus. You know, when you do it like that, like when people ask me about the male high jump and Mike Powell and Carl Lewis, what they were jumping, I say, bro, 28, 29 feet is the length of the top of a yellow school bus. That's how far they were jumping. When they went outside and they looked at the school bus, they was like, ain't no way. I said, go measure the school bus. The school bus was like 28.8. I said, yes, bro. They were jumping school buses.
Now, guess what? When they found that fact out, it made them become interested and curious. And be like, hold on, man, how they doing that? How they practicing? What does this look like? I gotta see this in person.
They jumping over school buses?
When I do speaking engagements, I don't even tell them what a time is. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what 9.7, 9.9, 10. Oh, they don't know none of that stuff, bro. But when you say an elite sprinter can run between 24 to 27 miles per hour, they jaws drop. They be like, what? Hold on, what? Seriously?
That part.
Yeah.
That's where we need to be able to draw people in. We need to be able to appeal to what their interest is or what either their knowledge is. And then we teach them about the sport. Because right now track is like a long, like worded math problem, dog. Yep. If Ray runs 100 meters at 10, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it looks like.
Equals Y equals pi.
Yeah. Somebody once gave it to me in a term for sprinters that made it best way ever. Y'all run fast enough to get a ticket in a school zone.
100%.
Okay, see, now that sounds, damn, okay, wait a minute. Because your brain starts thinking of a school zone sign. It's like, oh, so y'all running, to what Justin's saying. What you saying. If you give them something else to compare it to, they're going to become more inclined, because now it sounds crazy, because now they're going to do a comparison like, when I'm driving through a school zone, I'm doing this. And if Justin Gatlin beside me, he would run faster than my car. Yeah. That's exciting versus he ran 9.7. Okay, what's the fastest? You see how that just it takes that 9.7 and throws it out the window now to where people can't even really appreciate it. It's like, whoa, somebody ran 9.5? No, listen. 9.7 means your car can start and I can start in a school zone and I will beat you.
Yep.
Now we got a different conversation when they talk about track and field versus, like y'all say, the whole breakdown. And you know, it's X plus Y, and she jumped in the dirt, and the dirt was this, and it was foul because of that, and her toenail was the clip, so because of that, he threw a red flag. Folks don't want to hear that. All they want to hear is Tyron Woodall jumped over 3 nugs. What?
Yep.
Lay them out on AI. Watch it.
Yep. Yeah, because people in their everyday life, they can see those comparisons. You can walk next to a school bus. You can walk next to 3 king-size mattresses. You can definitely see the comparisons and what they're like. I won't even begin to try to go to triple jump to try to tell people. They'd be like, why they jumping like that? Or what? Listen,
my leg hurt every time I see a triple jump. Till this day.
My Achilles be hurting when I see them do that second phase. My Achilles pop every time.
My whole shin just fall out.
So Ray, I got a question for you. Since we on the topic of how we can make track and field entertaining, I personally think that you have helped contribute to what I think should be entertaining for our sport. You ran for another country, right? You ran for Nigeria at one point in time, right?
Yes, sir.
So so we would say that you was a drafted, paid athlete for another country, right? So when we looking at the issue, and this is what Raes said not too long ago, he says, in America, you can find someone who run 9.9 sitting on the couch at home watching the Olympics, right? Or world championships or whatever. So we have a gang of athletes who are super talented. Then we have all these countries who have minimal talent. Why can't these countries who do have the money to pay be able to take on these athletes and say, hey, this athlete represents us, and then we're going to be able to use him to be able to put our country back on the map and start growing our sprinters, right? What's your thought on that? And how was that for you when you like transition into being a Nigerian athlete, and how they treat you?
Did you even compete in African champs?
Hell no! What you talking about? I got medals for African champs. Jack, you gotta wake up.
Hey,
you talking about?
Listen,
I had a 4x1 gold medal. I had a record.
Listen,
goddamn bronze medal
Ray,
African championship.
Boy, that boy's African royalty now, dog. You better check yourself.
We gotta go back and say he gotta insert himself into the chat of the fastest African because he was.
Listen, look here, But I'm be honest with you, and Justin know me. My whole career, I've always been about the business behind it. That's why I worked so hard. Like it wasn't that I didn't love track and field. I love track and field, but I worked my ass off because of the business behind it. Like, no, you have to have a contract. Okay, you got to make teams. That's why I was at fucking every USA Championships from the time I was there, because that was the only goal. There was no other goal. You have to make teams. You got to make championships. Okay. When I made that decision to switch to Nigeria, it was a business decision. It was a decision of shit. I done made a world championship team for America. I mean, I done made a Continental Cup team. You know, I done been on relays. I've done everything that you can do except for one thing. I have not became an Olympic athlete. Okay. Why did LeBron James leave Cleveland and go to Miami? He was chasing what? One thing. He was chasing a championship. He was chasing a ring. Okay. And so at that point in time in my career, I respected where I was at. I respected the fact that every year you're going to have to be on the top of your game to even try and make an Olympic team. So I made the decision of, for my business, I need to switch and go to a team. And I call it a team, a team to where I don't have to run. Meaning I'm now a personal trainer. Okay. I've created my brand. I've created my business. And when I go to Europe and I try and make these races and I got to do what I got to do for Team USA, I'm losing money now because I got to drop my clients. And I realized I was having to restart every offseason and rebuild my business. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and switch countries. Okay. And I got lucky. And the reason I say I got lucky is because 2012, I didn't make the Olympic team. I got hurt. That's when I was with Coach Stratton. 2013, I broke my jaw. So I was Kanye, so I wasn't able to run. 2014, coming back again, my third comeback year, coming back, I heard that Nigeria was allowing people to switch. And so I understood that, and I talked to my agent, John LeBan. Shout out to John LeBan. I told him the exact same thing. I said, John, I think if I switch to go to Nigeria, it'd be better for me because Nike's not going to pick me up at this age. I'm not getting no contract. I've never ran for no shoe company, so nobody's going to give me no money, period. If I have to sacrifice running in Europe, trying to do races to get qualified for Team USA, my actual life is going to take a hit from that. So I said, it's better for me to switch and go to this other country to where I will be one of the fastest. I only have to train for one meet, meaning I just got to qualify. I don't have to go through no trials, no nothing. As long as I hit the time and the mark, I'm going. I'm good. So that was my reason for doing it. I think that it should be allowed for more athletes to have that decision, because you get to that point to where it's like, no, I'm not switching because I'm not good enough. I'm switching because there's only one more thing I'm chasing, or it's only one more thing I want to accomplish, or it's I have this thing I want to accomplish, and I'm accepting that I can't get it done with Team USA because I can't start. Kids hit the portal in college football for what reason? I can't start. They hit it in track and field for what reason? I can't get a position. And I switch teams because I don't have a chance to start to showcase myself. So now if you allow these athletes in America or any country to switch countries, now I got a chance to showcase myself. Now you might have an athlete that got fifth at USA Nationals, but at the Olympic Games, they might get fifth at the games now, because I just need to be able to be ready for one competition versus I got to race Gat every damn week. Can I just get ready for one? You know what I'm saying? Because if I can do that and I don't have to take all these blows every week, I might PR that one time and change my whole life. So if you allow athletes to be able to do that, I think you also make the sport more fair. It's more fair because now you get a bigger fan base. Because if you get somebody like a CJ Green, right, and he goes to Qatar, now Qatar got their flags up like, we got a contender, baby. We here now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or if you take somebody, not a top three, or you take somebody that might be eighth place, you put them in Helsinki. Oh, they got a contender now, so now they cheering. And I think that would actually make the sport more entertaining, because now it's fair. Because right now we do a prediction show, you going USA, Jamaica. That ain't really no prediction show. You need to be able to watch shit all the way through and be like, okay, here's what we got in the finals. We got this person here, they got this heritage, but they switch countries and they switch allegiance and now they run for this country. Those are storylines now. Oh, he was actually raised in Baton Rouge, but he runs for Italy now. You see what I'm saying? So I personally think that would be a brilliant idea at the outdoor level. Just let that happen. Like, countries, open up your doors. Open up, let people run. Because again, when I was in Nigeria, and I ain't trying to put no down on youth track and field, but from I'd say per diem standpoint, shit like that, in 1 year, the amount of money I made in per diem from Nigeria was more than I had made my whole 10 years with Team USA in per diem. Literally.
Wow.
Literally. When I say literally, in 1 year, 2014, the amount of per diem I made just from going to track meets, going from the Commonwealth Games, was more than I had made my entire time. I'm just talking per diem, not talking contracts. And just per diem, it was more per diem I had in my entire year, my entire time at Team USA. And I did the math. 1 year. So,
boy, you gonna call us Max Siegel call you, boy.
He probably gonna call my still little man. I'm just saying, like, yeah, like, I was counting money, like, I was counting per diem money, like, this shit ain't even real. Like, this my per diem for being at the Commonwealth Games?
Hey, you know when you getting overpaid and you feel like you sneaking it, you gotta like, oh, hold on, oh shit, hold on, let me put that away real quick. I think they overpaid me, man.
Listen, yeah, you being funny. Me, Ty, Denby, we were literally going to Western Union. We were wiring money back to our family in America, like, shit, like, I don't know, like, seriously, like, that's how much money was getting paid, like, per diem, just to eat off of. Yeah. So, true story.
I believe it would be such a good turning point for our sport, period. It will give it a more professional look, and it'll open up the revenue doors for all countries, because now, like you said, they're going to pay for an athlete. That athlete's going to see probably more money than they've ever seen their whole track career, period. And it's going to open up the fan base for those countries and say, hey, we got a dog in the fight now. So now those people are going to come fill the stands, turn the TVs on, pay for those streaming costs just so they can watch little homie or a little sis out there, you know what I'm saying, running for a whole different country and making that country proud, man. You know what I mean? Like it's about time. If we're gonna recognize ourselves as a world sport, we need to operate like a world professional sport, you know?
But not only that, Justin, once you do that, the country will start to develop, because now you'll take resources and you might be Justin from the USA, but Justin gonna help little Amy, who actually grew up there. Little Amy want to be like she want a better flag now. You know what I mean? Little Jimmy want to do the same thing from that country. So now you will take the resources that you know, pass them on to them, and you will develop. That's a startup for that country. So now they have the real authentic people who are from those nations represent that country, but it all would have started from the drafting of somebody that wasn't from that country.
I mean, you see it happen right now. You see it happen right now. Look at Fambule with Liberia, right?
Yeah.
And it's a part of his bloodline, but he's Americanized, right? So the fact is, him coming together with his countrymen and going out there creating teams, it's creating inspiration. You know what I mean? So now them dudes who didn't know how to even get to the next level, they see a homie who just ran NCAAs, won the 100 and the 200. Now he's professional. Now he's running for the same country you are born in. And now you're able to train with this guy and get ready to go to the Olympics with this guy. That's inspiration, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's going to say, hey, I got to get on my P's and Q's too. I got to get on my grind, because if he could do it for our country and I see how proud they are of him, and I'm born right here and I'm raised right here, what you think they're going to do for me?
Man,
you know?
we watched them qualify in the Bahamas, man. When they qualified for the Olympics and in the 4x1, boy, we watched Fambule close like a doggone freight train on them people.
Now, mind you, I don't know if Fambule was born there or not, but so I just had to put it out there. Fambule don't come from me, dog.
We all have one of them moments on them relays.
Oh yeah,
everybody has one.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, man, no, but not the relays. I want to ask about something that just hit the news wave, man. Both of y'all. I don't know if y'all seen, but Issam Asinga got 4-year ban, man. I don't know, that just hit. He got 4 years, and they took his world record away, his junior world record. They gave it back to Leslie Toboho. What's your thoughts on that?
You know what? If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna attack this, but I want to attack it because Dustin's been through the same situation, and I'd like to be transparent with it. I'm just saying it's bullshit. Okay. And the reason why I say bullshit is because it's not fair. All right. You have all of these sports. Just call it what it is. You have all of these sports. Nobody gives harsher punishments than we do. And we give harsh ass punishments for things that, to me, I've always been advocate of, is like, unless you just literally said, I'm gonna have some cocaine today, because I know what it's gonna do for him. Okay, it's gonna. It's in every sport. I would never agree with you taking away somebody's money for that long, because that's essentially what you're doing. It has nothing to do with you taking away their races. It has nothing to do with you taking away this, taking away that. I get it. People take stuff or they didn't know or whatever. That may be the case. But at any rate, I've never been a fan of the amount of time that is given to a track athlete for a failed test. I do not believe in that shit. Like 4 years, 4. Let's just be honest. 4 years. So that means for 4 years, I can't do nothing. Same thing with just, I can't do nothing. And I don't think they understand what nothing means. That means I can't do nothing because I'm a track athlete. I can't go get a regular job because I'm ready to come back to the sport. And if I want to get a regular job, I don't have the certifications to do that. I don't have no degrees. I'm trying to go to school. There's nothing I can do. If I'm Ice, there's nothing I can do for the next 4 years. You're taking 4 years out of my life. Gatlins don't go through that. Like, even they get better like treatment than that. It's like, who did I kill for you to have to treat me like this, to where in life, it's going to affect me. Damn, I can't run in the track meet. Damn, the fact that I can't go practice, I can't survive now.
Nah,
That's too harsh of a punishment. Like, I literally cannot survive. And I'm just being honest. Like, I've never been a fan of that. That's too harsh of a punishment. If you want to fine me, that's perfect. Give me a fine. Do the NFL. Chunk of $25,000 fine. Then. Give me 3-4 track meets. Give me something like that. But this whole 2-year suspension, 4-year suspension, and then at this point, that dude's a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You gave a kid 4 years. That's all of his college life. That's all of his startup life. You put him in a position to where his life could have been changed. His family's life could have been changed. And I know what the other people will say, well, Ray, he should have thought about that. No, fuck that. I mean, you can run a goddamn stop sign, they gonna give you the death penalty. It's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Like, don't do that. Don't take away that much from somebody. Like, 4 years.
I think it should be recognized as a case-by-case situation, right? Reading what Asinga put out on his IG page and social media he did, and how it was something that was in a Gatorade gummy chewable that has now been discontinued, ironically. And it was a lot number that exists, but PepsiCo doesn't want to relinquish any of the samples out of that lot number, right? All in the back of the fact of, let's just say Asinga's team has narrowed it down to what the issue could be. So that tells us right there that if these gummies have been NSF approved and they have it on their wrappers and they say this is what it is, and they don't want to be able to give the information or either give a sample to show, hey, this guy might be telling the truth, you potentially saving a young kid's life, for one, because let's be honest, 4 years, and I'm coming from my perspective of it, how I've been through it, it's more than 4 years. Because what's going to happen is you're going to come back to a sport that doesn't want you. You're not going to get a contract right off the bat. So now, in a situation like that, you haven't made money, at least in the world of track and field, for almost half a decade. Which is crazy. And I try to put it in perspective for people to realize, like, imagine you get fired from your job and then you have no other job, and then you're not getting paid for over half a decade. How you going to pay your bills? How you going to live? How you going to get food? That's a struggle for people. Now you're stunting the growth of this young man, where I feel like it should be extra care taken to figure out exactly what has happened in this situation. And we look at these athletes in these situations, even when it comes to a situation like this, something that you take and you ingest and they say, well, you put in your mouth, so it's your fault. You know what I mean? And then you have people who mistest. And these are young kids. You know what I mean? These are teenagers now, because before it was like they're young adults, 20-something years old. Now you got these teenagers that are turning pro, and you're asking them to keep up with whereabouts. You're asking them to keep up with where they're going. I remember when I was 19 or 20 years old and I had a pocket full of money. You think I'm worried about jumping on a computer telling you what apartment I'm sleeping at tonight? I'm not going to do that. You feel me? If I'm out at a club, or if I'm at, you know what I'm saying, a party, or if I just decide to go take a trip, it's hard for young athletes to be able to even structure themselves to even be adults. But now you're looking at a fact of, now you're making them gamble with their life to say, damn, if I only wasn't as drunk I was last night, having a great time, and I put in my whereabout where I was, I wouldn't be in the situation I am now. Because that's what's coming down to with a lot of these athletes.
Yeah, and with that being said, man, the stigma of it, like, there's so many things that can make you test wrong or test positive. And once people have test positive, immediately they be like, oh yeah, he got a syringe in his ass. Nah, man, and that's why, I don't know if you've seen it in our show, Ray, I was like, man, where is the representative for WADA or USADA face who can explain how different tests can be like, oh yeah, this was for a stimulant, or this was for this. It's not necessarily a whole line. Now, we do know there are folks out there possibly on allegedly designer stuff that can't be caught. But in some cases, this kid, he said it was a Gatorade thing. Is it a money game we playing now? Because we know PepsiCo got lawyers at the frame. You know what I mean? They just got lawyers sitting around thinking shit up.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Like,
they're not going to go down for one kid.
They're not going to uphold. No. Thank you. Gatorade is not going to say nothing. They're going to take their shit out the shelf and be like, all right, well,
hey, man, that kid
so we can't get sued. We just going to
because
once you do that, discontinue the gummy.
It could be a class action suit, which means a lot of money for that company by admission of guilt.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh yeah, hey, we gonna sacrifice this one. Yeah, we sorry, but hey, we gonna let that one slide and then we gonna go. Unless Asinga got some of the most powerful lawyers on this planet, boy, he not gonna get through, boy. That's Pepsi.
Yeah, he ain't gonna. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Let me ask y'all this though. How do y'all feel about agents being agents? I don't want to say being held responsible, but agents stepping into this world more. Meaning, what you said makes sense. You got these kids, and what Justin said, like, man, I had a pocketbook money. I ain't been whereabouts. I got time for that. Agents understand that these things have to be done. Okay. Agents also understand that that's their bread and that's their butter. So, how do y'all feel about agents having to play more of a part in the whole, you taking your test part to where it's like, I truly feel like an agent should be, I don't want to use the word in charge, but have more say-so over your whereabouts, over all of your testing. Meaning, as your agent, I'm going to make sure that they got the proper information, okay? Also meaning, before you get a failed test, they going to call me because you might not be picking up or you might be somewhere. But I'm your agent. 10 times out of 10, I can find you. So moreover, how y'all feel about would it help if agents was to step up to the plate more when it comes to being a mediator for that? Because you have these situations where Issam is like, I had a Gatorade gummy. Well, he ain't no damn chemist. He don't know what's in it. He can barely read what's in it. Where's the mediator to explain to him, hold on, you can't do that? Or where's the person, just like an attorney would be, is like, no, let me read your contract before you sign it. Where's that mediator person to say, hold on, let me make sure I look at everything you're doing before you do it, before you take it. And if something goes wrong, I also got your back. Meaning your attorney will be the person who like, I read the contract, let me go to bat for you. When this stuff happens to athletes, the agents run away from the athlete. And that's the part I'm asking y'all, like, how do y'all feel about agents not being more involved with the whole, I'll say it, drug stuff when it comes to athletes? Like, they just, when the moment you fail the test, agents,
gone,
run.
Yep.
I can't talk to them. I can't be associated with them. Versus, why aren't you there in the beginning? Why aren't you protecting? And why aren't you helping afterwards? And why aren't you also being held accountable if something do go wrong? Because that was your athlete.
So I'm going to tell you like this. I agree. And I know agents who have stepped up to the plate and started doing that, because when an athlete takes a blow, an agent takes a blow. If an athlete loses a contract and gets suspended, that's less money in that agent's pocket that they already were counting on. So why would you not want to protect your interests and your investment as an agent? You should step up to the plate and say, hey, let's figure this out. I want to know what your whereabouts are. Hey, I'm an adult, you an adult. I ain't your mama, I ain't your daddy. Cool, you out doing your thing? Cool, just let me know what it is, because I'm going to protect your best interests. And when you're ready to get on that track and run, I know that you're ready to get on that track and run, and we good, To even take it further, my agent didn't do like my whereabouts or anything like that, but he didn't run. You know what I mean? And like what I mean by that, Ray, is like when I had to do my court cases and proceedings, he actually was sitting in the courtroom. He stuck with me when I thought he was going to leave. He stuck with me all those 4 years. He stuck by my side.
I ain't trying to say it, but now I'm finna be raised there. You had a real agent though. By real, I mean you had a real ninja.
Yeah. Let's call his name, man. Ronaldo Nehemiah.
Ronaldo,
Man, Ronaldo man.
Ronaldo was real,
man.
boy.
Ronaldo gonna ride with you to the fullest.
That's my dog,
Y'all
too.
know what it is. You didn't have no Aiden, you had Ronaldo Nehemiah.
Ronaldo Nehemiah, boy. We get up after the season, like, brother, let's pray.
Hey, he is a straight shooter, boy. Listen to him.
Yeah.
He gonna tell you, hey, listen, you're running 10-3 now, so we ain't gonna get no meats. So you gonna
look here, man. Shoot, shout out to Ronaldo Nehemiah, man. Ronaldo and my agent John Luban and them, they were best friends, man.
thick as
John went to
thieves,
track
boy.
me. Ronaldo took care of it, man. So shout out to Ronaldo.
For sure, man.
Ronaldo's good. But I agree with you both. I think that the agents should be involved. Now, by you saying that, you know how the agent game is. That's going to be some type of premium pricing. Your fee might go up from 17%
You already get paid.
to 19%.
Hell no, you already get 15.
Watch.
You already get 15.
You know.
Lord, your retainer ain't getting as much as you getting, Jerry Maguire.
You know how these
baby.
agents do, boy. They go, that's going to be a 2% upcharge. That's a premium.
I can't give you 2% because I'm getting you 15%. Send an email. I send that email myself. You send an email and you booking a ticket.
Listen,
okay? You ain't doing a whole lot of work.
I've watched agents take money from athletes who organize their own thing to a meet and made money and be like, yeah, you owe me. They on the phone like, man, no, I called the meat promoter myself. Yeah, but you under my umbrella, so I need that 15. You're like, damn.
That is true. That is true. Sure.
Damn. You under the umbrella, my boy. I said, what umbrella that is so I can move from up under it.
It's still raining?
It's raining, but not in your pocket. Yeah, man. Moving on, man. Moving on. This was fun. 4 weeks out from Olympic trials. 4 weeks out from Olympic trials. I don't know if you talked about it on your show, Ray. I haven't watched the last one that you just put up. I don't even know if you even put it out. But we have Olympic. we have Olympic trials coming up for the USA. We know you like to give your predictions, and we know you have an extensive reason why you would pick the way you pick. So we just gonna go. This is probably going to be the end of our show. We're going to close out with these 4 races. Your predictions for the men and women 100 and 200 meters for the U.S. trials. What do you think? Who makes these teams?
Okay. All right. First of all, I'm going to answer these as Ray. Okay. Professor Ray, not Ray's take. Okay. Women, 100 meter dash. Okay. But let me do this per usual. There is a lot of people who think that I have a lot of hatred for Miss Richardson. I do not have hatred for Miss Richardson, okay? If you've ever watched Ray, because I stream live when I watch the Olympic trials, Buddha, everything. I'm actually cheering for that girl harder than anybody. My mama says it all the time. She hates trolls because she's like, if they really knew how much Ray be cheering for that girl, they wouldn't be saying nothing, okay? I'm always hard on her because I see her as like that aspect of like she got a chip, like she come from where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody expected us to be here. So for me, I'm gonna be harder on you than anybody, okay? So I just want to put that out there on y'all show. I don't have no problem with her. Sometimes I have to say stuff. Like a big brother, slap you around. Now, with that being said, I would never not pick Sha'Carri to make any team because what she has inside of her is something that is not athletic, okay? And Justin know about this. And I'm going to say Justin know about it because he pulled it out after 04, 05. I've been suspended, came back. It's called an it factor. It's an it factor. You can't take my it factor away. It does not matter. That it factor means when it's time, I'm going to figure some shit out, okay? Now, I may have been hard on her about her 200 come outs, but that's just for the show. If we being 100, there's never going to be a point in time I think she ain't going to make a team. So I got Sha'Carri making a team, okay? Now, watch this. I got Melissa Jefferson making the team, okay? And the reason why I got Melissa Jefferson making the team is because she's tasted it before. People forget that because she's so mild-mannered. Because she doesn't talk a lot. She don't tweet a lot. She don't do nothing. She's still a killer. How do you know she's still a killer? Because she's killed people. She's won a U.S. championship. Do you know how hard that is?
How do you know she's a killer? Because she killed people.
Come on, like she's a killer. Like you can't count this person out. So now you got a killer who done linked up with an assassin, which is Sha'Carri, and they training together. I'm not gonna not do that. They both are U.S. champions. Respectfully, you two gonna figure it out. That third place spot, that's the spot to where I'm gonna be honest on y'all show. I say it's a sleeper spot to where I love Aaliyah to death, but she gonna have to be ready in that final because that sleeper spot, a college kid coming for. The only reason why I'm saying that and the reason why I say I got Melissa and Sha'Carri on it because they train together. Dennis has been proven. We might crack jokes about Dennis, whatever, but if we call a spade, Dennis has been proven. When it's time for championship, people are going to show up. Point blank. I'm always basically coaching. I'm going to what you say. Time and time, okay. I'm giving here 2 girls. They on the team, okay? That third place spot is going to come down to who mental going to be there. Because them 2 been there. They've been there before, meaning I done been U.S. champ. I done been in the heat of battle when it was 4x1 world championships. I've been in the heat of battle. They gonna sustain come that final. I love Aaliyah, but she ain't been final battle tested when people are ready. So that third place spot, I'm really giving up for grabs. And I think it should go to Aaliyah. But when McKenzie or somebody might sneak them. Man,
it ain't even McKenzie. You still got Tamari Davis.
I know. Listen. I'm only saying McKenzie because Tamari ain't ran. Like it's a lot. Well, Gavin's already said she's not gonna run 100.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So my third, I'm gonna go with Fraser say that's a random. Them 2 on the team. Now, if we go 100-meter dash, I got Kenny winning the 100.
Well, you with me.
I got Kenny. Well, listen.
You with me.
Well, we on the same boat, brother.
You with me.
I got Kenny winning the 100. I got Noah again second. And believe you not, I'm not being biased. I'm only talking about that it factor. Okay. I do not have Coleman making. I got Coleman getting 4th, and I got Fred edging him out. I got Fred edging Coleman out for that third place spot. 1 and 2 is between Noah and Kenny. The only reason why I got Fred edging him out is because that back end is going to determine who making that team. Because Kenny going to go. Just don't even worry about it. Noah going to go. Don't even worry about it. If you ain't got no go past that 60 and you decelerate, you in the wrong race. Because everybody you can run against, they got some go. Fred, he going to find some go from somewhere. So if you ain't got no go, this ain't the team you're going to make. It's too many people who got that second half to kick in another gear to where I'm like, if you a pure 100-meter runner, I don't have you making the team this year. It's going to them people that can kick in that second gear. And unfortunately, I love Coleman, but I don't see him making it because he got to race people that can run 44s, 19.2s. I mean, you can't fall apart that last 10. You can't be Justin Gatlin the year that he fell apart against Bolt in the outside lane, and he should have beat Bolt. What year it was? Yeah, I'm going there. You can't be Gat in the red outside, 10 meters out, getting tight, and you got a 19-1 over here. Now you don't lose. Now you get sick. That's what I'm saying with them. I just don't think Coleman gonna make it because you got them guns on the end.
That's real. Only thing is, I would say about that, I mean, Justin, you proved me wrong. I don't know if this young man declared yet, but Dennis always got a spade up his sleeve. He didn't run 100 this year. If he runs the 100, the USA's, boy, he gonna drop a dime. I want you to believe if that boy is healthy, he's going to drop a dime, boy. That shit gonna be sweet too.
He's running 19.8s. He ran 19.7 already consistently. Yeah. He has not gone 20 seconds this year. Everything has been 19 seconds.
And he's ran 9.8 already.
Yeah, he probably is He probably
has.
would be the world leader in the 100 meter if he ran the 100 today.
But here's what he has not done
Ran
that the other
100.
ones have. No. He has not been in an Olympic final, a World Championship final, a USA Championship final. He's not been in none of those. The rest of them, they've been in that final. So at the end of the day, that talent will take you there. But it's going to be, have you been here before? That's going to make sure you get there past that third.
You are right,
top 3.
but I'm going to tell you.
Go ahead, Justin, because I know where you're going to go.
Leave a space on that dog list, that ick factor list that you have, because I'm telling you right now, you are going to put Courtney into that spot, my boy.
I'm trying to tell you.
He is that dude. I'm telling you right now. He is that dude who warms up with no music. If he had a wife beater on, that's what he'd be warming up in. He that dude. He do not care about nothing else. All he cares about is getting the job done, bro. He ain't flashy. He don't care about none of that. He out there get the job done, dog. And what I'm saying is, he hasn't shied away the fact of this is his first year as a professional, and he's out there either getting first or getting seconds in diamond leagues. So he's out there already contributing to the fact of pushing the envelope in the 200 meters. So you know what he can do in 100 meters. He gonna have that.
Courtney Lindsay has showcased, and I've had him in my Power rankings a bunch of weeks. He showcased that he's not afraid. But sometimes, again, it's like Ant-Man. That can be your downfall because you got to learn how to calm that down when it's time. You got to learn to get out here against these people who they're not going to be as hype. They're not going to be as strong. They're going to be you, yeah. They're going to be the people that's having a great time. Like, let me go warm up a little bit. Hi, y'all. Why? It's the technique. I've been here, done that. So I'm a Courtney Lindsay fan, but you're going to have to find some professionalism when you get to them finals because everybody else over there, they're not getting, and you got to agree with them. They're not hype. They not from.
You're right, but I can tell you.
They're not going off that. They're going off of, I've been here before.
The difference is they have a great person that prepares them. I must say myself, Dennis is one of the greatest preparers for moments like that, bro. If you hear this man, and I don't think the world ever heard him speak, but this man can motivate the trees. Motivate the tree. Am I lying, Justin?
Stop moving.
Justin, am I lying?
You're not lying, dog.
Man, if you going in the battle, he gonna give you one of them speeches, but he lower his voice and did this like all those monotone, and he start talking like he almost whispering. Now we going out here, and this is what we gonna do. Like, listen, everything get dark and you could only see this nigga in his voice. That's it.
Hey, bro, that's the last thing you remember is what he said. You grabbing your spike bag and heading to the track for war, dog. That's all you talk about.
I'm trying to tell you. You feel like you going to 300. I'm telling you. He put that battery in your back. Listen, bro.
I mean, perfect example. Look what he's done with Melissa. Like you said, the past couple of years, Melissa's been very quiet. She's been a silent killer. Mm-hmm. She's been very vocal this year. As she crossed the line at World Relays and a couple of races, she gave out that roar, like, y'all bitches can't fuck with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he turns on that dog. If you have a dog in you, he turns it. He activates that dog. He kind of jerks on that leash a little bit. He be like, yeah, you ready. So I'm letting you know, it might be a Noah Lyles or a Kenny, but you cannot hold the fact that that's other spot might go to Courtney Lindsay.
That's going to be a surprise because I ain't seen him run 100 yet. I watched him drop them twos, but in my head, I'm like, I can't wait for this man to run 100 because I'm saying this boy gonna have something.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if he made it. You know, like I said, when I seen him and the Tom Joyner, whatever it was in Florida, I was like, he don't care. And that's a very, very hard athlete to beat. An athlete who don't care is a very, very hard man to beat.
Yeah,
so
that man was walking around the warm-up area like Ving Rhames and Baby Boy with a white beater and a speed suit halfway down, walking around with his son, bro. Did not care about none of that.
It's like he's straight from Compton. 200 meters, believe it or not, I don't have Noah winning.
What?
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird, right? I don't have Noah winning. I got Kenny winning.
That ain't a bad team.
U.S. trials. We're talking about trials.
Trials. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I got Kenny winning. I got Noah again second. As of right now. I got Kenny winning. I got Noah again second. and I actually got Courtney Lindsay making the team in 200. Now, the reason why I got Kenny winning is because Kenny has been looking good right now, as of right now. Okay. Again, because I'm on y'all show, I'm gonna use Gat as an example. As my Gat historian in track and field. Okay. All right. I remember 2004, Gat did not win USA championships.
I did not.
He did not. Maurice Green won. Okay. Maurice Green won. All right. Justin Gatlin went on to win the whole damn thing, but you could tell at the trials, Maurice was 100% perfect. Gat was, I'm still getting my shit together. You know, I kind of messed my drive page a little bit. I say that to say this right here. I think come USA trials, Kenny will be 100% perfect. That's why he'll beat Noah. But by the time they get to Paris, Noah will be like, all right, I'm ready now. All right, here you go. Here's what it's supposed to look like. Goodbye. So Kenny has been running up 200s to where he's had time to actually work on it this season in races. Noah has it down packed, but you're still rusty. You know, you're not going to be as sharp as Kenny going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that Lance going to have him as sharp as he needs to be to actually beat Kenny, because Kenny going to go, he pushing that envelope. And I don't see Lance having Noah ready to go no 19-3, 19-4 at USA. I think Lance got bigger plans on his mind, like 9-7s and 19 lows come Paris. And I can't have you ready for that in June if the main goal is Paris. I think Kenny got 19-4, 19-5 in him when we get to USA's. Noah won't have that. He'll have enough to go 19-6 or whatever. So that's why I got him not winning, but Kenny winning. I got Kenny winning both of them, which is weird. It's the weirdest shit ever. Again, on y'all show with Justin Gatlin. I got Kenny pulling Justin Gatlin. I got him winning 100 and 200. But I don't have him backing it up come Paris, though.
That's a bold prediction, though. I mean, I can see exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah, I can see it too. So I can't even rebuttal for him. So I ain't even got nothing this time, Ray.
Dang, I got Rodney quiet, boy. I gotta have me a drink now. Goodness gracious. Shut down the show, baby.
Oh,
you ain't gave us women.
What's up with women?
Yeah, you thought you were done.
On the women's side, women 200. Y'all ready for my other shocker?
Let's hear it.
Abby Steiner's gonna beat Gabby.
Right,
Abby to beat Gabby.
Abby Steiner's gonna beat Gabby at USA Championship. Mark it for me. Okay, Tanja, I love you, baby. You know I love you. Tanja, you know, brother, sister, come on now. I just gotta do my job. Abby is going to beat her at USA's. Okay. I got Abby, I got Gabby, and I got McKenzie Long. Because to me, McKenzie's 200 is a tad bit stronger than her 100. I don't see a bunch of strong 200-meter women right now. I mean, of course, we got the whites out there, we got everybody out there, but they just ain't strong right now. We only like 5 weeks away. It's the same thing when Abby was at Kentucky. Like when she was on her rampage collegiate year, same thing. So I got McKenzie doing just that, but I actually got Abby winning. I got Abby winning. I got Gabby getting second. I got McKenzie Long getting third. And it's not too far-fetched to think because Abby got second out of lane 8. She was the only person that was really close in that race, and she was in lane 8. And we can't pretend like Abby Steiner ain't been one of the best 200-meter runners there is. And, of course, she's not afraid of Gabby. She's not afraid of anybody else. She's not. And had she not had, 5 marathons on her legs the year that we had World Championships here before she got hurt last year, she probably would have medaled. So I'm going with Abby is going to be ready to come USA's, but then Tanja are going to have Gabby ready to come Paris. So my whole USA prediction is really based off of coaching just knowing that my athlete can be 75% at USA's because they're gonna make the team regardless and we'll be ready in Paris. And I think the ones that, like I'm saying, that can win it, they're gonna win it because, like, shout out to Kampu Kenny, shout out to Abby, they're gonna win it, no disrespect, but because they're just gonna be more ready at USA's than the others, and because they know. You really think Gabby thinks she's gonna make it? She knows she's gonna make it. Townsend knows she's gonna make it. So they plan is still Paris and just be ready at USA's. Do Kenny and Dennis know that he gonna win 100? No. They be prepared for it though, and he can win it. Do they know that he gonna win in 200? No, because people think Noah will, but be prepared for it. And sometimes that's all we need to win. But again, it's just like, and I use myself, it's just like 2009 when I finally made the World Championship team. Yeah, you made the World Championship team because you was prepared to make the team, but you ain't gonna be ready in Berlin. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're fast, you're good, you're gonna make it, but your format does not be ready in Berlin because you had to first go through this one stop. So that's why I'm saying Abby gonna make it, ain't gonna win it. Noah gonna get second, but it's because of that last stop. Again, you get on his whole show the whole time.
I love your perspective. It never occurred to me to even think that a lot of coaches are thinking the long game, and they're gonna say, "Hey, I'm cool with my athlete potentially getting second, so we can be able to be ready for Paris, which is really going to count the most, right? When the dust settles, who's going to be the Olympic champion, not necessarily the Olympic trials champion."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's the only reason why I'm saying I don't think the people that are going to be the Olympic champions, like a Noah or like a Gabby, are going to be the U.S. champions because these coaches understand that you're going to make it. So let's make sure we're ready for the one that matters. And we don't want you to fall apart before we get there.
Very true.
That's good.
That's my take on it.
That's really good. Now we gonna close, Ray, with your best Justin Gatlin story.
Oh shit!
Hey, we gonna close it.
Give me 3 minutes. Run them all together.
Go ahead.
3 minutes. Run them all together.
And then we gonna get off here.
I'm gonna get a good and a bad. Then we get off here. Okay. I gotta start with my favorite story. Okay. 2004. We in Rome. Okay. Cool, Gag. I'm cool with Capel. I train with these people, okay? I train with Capel. Train with Noah. We sitting down in Rome, okay? All right? Now, on the circuit at that point in time, Gat was known for false starting, okay? I'm calling it what it was. He was known for trying to catch a fly, okay? And because Gat was King Gat, he was known for getting put back in the race, which is fair. We came to watch Justin. Nobody cares about the rest of y'all. We came to watch Justin. So guess what's going to happen? Justin gets put back every single race, okay? Back then, it was like we was crossing over from the 1-2 route. So here's what happened. People, I like telling tourists, we in Rome, we downstairs, we playing Tunk. It's me, it's Willis McGahee, it's Capel, it's Bernard. We done had a few drinks. Capel, that's my brother loving to death. He from Florida, he's super hard, super football mentality. So Gat had just a little edge on Capel because he kept beating him, okay? And that's not cool, right? So here we are, we sit down, and we have a discussion. We're like, man, come tomorrow, Justin better not jump. I'm telling y'all, this is a true story playing comedy. Justin better not jump. And I get Capel by the head 1-2 too many. He was like, if he jumped tomorrow, I'm whooping his ass. And I was like, it ain't that serious. But I take 2 cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got 3 seconds over here. I'm gonna put my tongue hand down. So we still sitting there. Justin happens to walk by. Okay, mind you, I ain't drunk yet. I'm gonna get that later. Justin happens to walk by, going to the elevator. Capel say, I'm gonna say something to him right now. I say, what? You gonna do what? Why? Capel gets up, walks down the stage. I say, okay, shit. All right, all right. I don't think he's here. This is when Justin earned his stripes, though. This is the moment when Justin Gatlin earned his stripes, okay? So Capel sit down, you say, hey, I tell you what, if you jump tomorrow, that's your ass. And then Justin was like, okay, you all talk. He was like, you all talk. And Justin was getting ready to get in the elevator. You all talk because I keep whooping your ass. Wait a minute, Jack. You can't say that, Justin. You cannot say that to nobody who ready to fight you. So he says that. You all talk because I keep whooping your ass. Oh, shit. So here I am, compared like, you better watch him out. Hold up. Now I got to hold Capel. I'm trying to hold him back. Justin get in the elevator. Justin like, yeah, I bet you all talk. Come tomorrow and do the same shit. I'm like, Justin, get your ass in the elevator. Why am I in the middle of this shit? Like, what the fuck is going on? It's the track and field. Why are y'all in the middle of the lobby trying to goddamn fight right now? Like, no. And then guess what happened the next day? Justin comes out of Rome and he terrorizes all of us. Here I am mad. I'm like, you have to take the ass whipping on the track with you because you pissed the man off. You done pissed him off now. He didn't come out here 990 everybody to lose. All you had to do was leave the man alone, Capel. And my first Justin story, okay? Justin got stripes. I ain't gonna lie because Capel stepped to him and Justin held his ground. He was like, shit.
This is a true story, everybody.
Shit, like, nigga, like, what's up then? Like, I'm not lying. Like, you was like, what's up then? Like, you talking all that talk, nigga, like, you know, whoop your ass getting more. I said, oh, God. That was a Justin Gatlin get stripes. So,
hey, meanwhile, I go upstairs and I'm pacing back and forth in my room like, woo!
I'm sitting here like, you know, made it hard for all of us. And get what happened? When the gun went off, goodbye. All y'all eat my dust. I think I made $800. That was a Justin Gatlin strike story, okay? This is the Justin Gatlin humility story, okay? The humility story of how he's a great man. 2005, Helsinki 5th. He say, God damn, I can't find a barber nowhere. He rocking around them looking like goddamn Willie Lump. He got all type shit going. He got afro on the left side, braids on the right side. He got edge up, crooked, everything. He knocked on my door. He said, let me talk to you. Because Justin didn't talk to a lot of folk now. He let me talk to you. He went down to the room. He like, man, you got spliffers? I heard you got spliffers. I said, yeah, I got some spliffers. What you need, man? Come on, man, what you need? This is a night before the honey. What you need? He said, man, look, I don't need a lot. I need a little top. I just a little bit. I said, man, come on, I got you. Mind you, I don't know. This is my second year in Europe. I don't understand how the outlets work, okay? I don't know they're going to give a little more juice than America. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that shit. So,
hey, man, he brought a whole clip with no adapter.
Listen, no nothing. I'm just drunk because Justin Gatlin need to get ready for tomorrow. Shit, gotta get it done. So, make a long story short story long. Justin wanted a 2. He ended up getting a 0.5 because I ain't had the right shit. I ain't had no adapter. I ain't had no
Boy, have you buzzed out there.
So I'm talking about a whole 0.5. But then when he got done, he was like, shit, y'all can work with it. You know, it'll work for me. You know, but I did know, really could tell, like, this nigga's bad as hell. like, yeah, you know, it's a little lower than I wanted, you know, and I've never in my life seen Justin Gatlin hair below wavelength, okay? I cut the waves out, all right? I cut it down to where it was literally just hair, okay? You know what? He didn't get mad. He went out there the next day, won 100, went a couple days later, won 200, had a bad haircut, never said nothing bad to me about it. He said, Ray, what you got going on? This was the night after he won the, what's his name? The 200, you know what you got going on? I said, man, I ain't got this going on. He said, you want to go hang out? I said, why not? And I'm going to stop the story right there. Move right along.
You can keep
we
it
have to
moving
protect
right
the
along.
innocent.
Yeah, move right along. So the story right there. Story me and Gat, you know, we have a good time. Third story, I'm going to let it go. When he came to Kansas City, he lived in Kansas City. Once again, I'm gonna give this another humility of how Justin Gatlin really is a down-to-earth, cool guy. We're in Lawrence. We're in KU, you know, and this is back before, you know, I got great memory. This is back before tennis bracelet necklaces was even a thing. He had on like 38 carats tennis bracelet necklace, okay? He did, all right? He had a Nike jacket on and everything. We out there in Lawrence, KU. You know, I'm sitting here like, man, these folks don't even know who this is. So, you know me, I'm the cool guy. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? And it's Justin Gatlin. You know what I'm saying? So I go up. I start introducing people. I'm like, Justin Gatlin. You don't know what Justin Gatlin is? Like, the guy who runs track, the world champion, like the Olympian. Yeah, that's him right there. So I started being his hype man so I can get some extra Gucci. I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I was using
you the best wingman ever, dog.
what? That's the best wingman ever. So I'm sitting there like, this is Justin Gatlin. Okay? Come on, let's talk to you for a second. So even at that moment in time, Justin being one of the I'd say biggest stars there. I went to the DJ, told the DJ, hey, I need you to announce the Justin Gatlin. Not Justin Gatlin. Doggone it. I got 4 women over there. They don't believe that I know an Olympian and I ain't made myself one day. 4. Tell them Justin Gatlin here. I got the whole DJ. Justin Gatlin. I was like, yeah, I told you I was my boy right there. So then at that point, this is back in our heyday, me and Justin, we together, and all the chicks was like, oh, you really are Justin Gatlin? Yeah, that story. So those are my Justin Gatlin stories.
Man, Ray, we definitely.
Hey, after that, club turned up after that, boy.
Club turned the hell up. No, y'all don't understand. When we say club turned up after that, club turned up all the way up. But I give that man his props and his flowers, at least on that aspect. He's one of the few athletes that's ever been on a level to where I am on top of the mother effing world, but I'm also down here with y'all.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that about him.
Straight up. When I say straight up that, like, Ray, I just whooped your ass, but come on, let's go hang out. Like,
yeah.
Come out of my room. Oh yeah. I'm putting ice on my ass. You just beat the shit out of me. What you want me to do?
and he'll bother me after he whoop your ass.
What?
Yeah.
What?
He won't let you pay. He do this dumb shit with me where sometimes you like, all right, we gonna trade the bill. You pay the bill. He'll go to the bathroom and pay the bill and sit down. I'm waiting for the bill. He'd be like, let's go, bro. I'd be like, nah, the bill ain't came yet. I got my card. They'd be like, oh, nah, it's paid for. That's right.
But y'all know why though? Because y'all.
That's the shit I hated though. I hated that because
I hate that junk too.
First you gonna take my money,
and then send me and buy me food,
and then take me out and buy me food, like and smile at me and have a great time with me, like. You know what? I can't even hate you, man. I can't even. Shit, I want to, but damn it, I can't.
You can't, man. You can't.
Hey, man, I just want to break bread with my boys, man. That's what it was, man. That's what it was, man. I just want to break bread with my boys, have a good time, dog.
and we did, man. Ray, I definitely, I think I can speak for Justin when I say this. Definitely enjoyed you on our pod, man. I definitely don't think. I
appreciate y'all for having me.
I don't think it'll be your last time either. I don't think so.
For sure, definitely.
I don't so, but we definitely appreciate you being on our pod. And we're gonna close it out, man. Anything you want to say to your guests or your people that listen to
give a shout
show?
out. Tell our audience and the people listening for our first time listening to us. Tell them where they can find you too. We gonna be a big family, dog. So it's your time.
Well, I appreciate that. At Raes Take, in case you don't know, that's where I'm at everywhere. At Raes Take. That's on Twitter. That's on Instagram. Shout out to all the Raes Take followers, Raes Take family fans. When Justin first sent me a message asking me to be on here, I literally announced it to them, and everybody was like, "What, yo?" So y'all got a lot of love for what y'all doing. In case y'all don't know it, like y'all are one of the top premier like ESPN shits for us. So like when I announced it on my show, folks was like, "Oh, you done made it. Oh, you going on their show? Oh man, I said, yeah, man, them folks finally let me in, man. They got me out the backyard. They let me in the house." So you know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all just to make sure that y'all know that, even in our world, in the Raes Take world, everywhere else, that what y'all are doing is not going unnoticed. Especially from the professional standpoint. I personally want y'all to keep doing this shit because it's turning out beautiful. Truly. So I truly was like honored when Justin was like, "Y'all gonna do on the show?" I was like, "Man, hell yeah!" Like I moved everything around just to be on the show tonight. I was like, "Oh no, 8 o'clock, I'm on time. I'm waiting on y'all." So I appreciate y'all more than y'all will ever understand. Because like I say, Raes Take is just something that I created, but Ray is the actual lover of track and field. So that's just who I am. Raes Take is what I do because I feel like we need more more shows, more fun in track and field. But I just want to make sure I say, even on y'all's show, please don't judge me based off of Raes Take, because that's not really me. Okay, that's just my show. But yeah, Raes Take everywhere: Instagram, Raes Take, Twitter. You can find me there. You can argue with me there. Debate with me, whatever you want to do. And yeah, like I said, man, I'm just truly honored, just truly blessed that y'all allow me to share this time with y'all.
Hey,
More
man.
than y'all actually understand.
We like you said, we are fans of yours. We watch the show. We watching the show before we even started this show, right? So you keep doing what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? People are watching, and even if they love it or they hate it, they watching, bro. And that's what really matters. And what you're doing is bringing some kind of light to the sport that people really need. You bringing fire to the sport. You saying the things that some people will call unapologetic, but in our world of track and field, it's a must to have, because that's how a world of track and field operates and it's set up. It's a cold world sometimes, but sometimes we need to stick together as athletes, as brothers, and because this don't happen for everybody. You know what I mean? We travel around the world. We saw things that a lot of people from where we come from will never see ever. You know what I'm saying? So keep speaking, keep using your voice, brother. And we supporting you. We appreciate you supporting us. And with that being said, man, that's another episode in the books, a great episode in the books of Ready, Set, Go.